Autobots, transform!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformer fan, and today I'll be reviewing Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Megatron. Here is his packaging. It's a little unusually shaped packaging, like a little ramp. But anyway, here he is in the window box. You can see he has like battle damage or something. I'm not a fan of battle damage figures, like what, you know, over time and play, your figure's going to look battle damaged anyway. Or it's really something easily you can do yourself. I like the clean look on toys. Just saying. Inside of the box there is what is it? Moon Racer. I think of her name. Sideswipe, Hound. Looks like Hound. And a whole bunch of other guys fighting over Cybertron. Back of the box shows the product shot, so things you can do. So the accessories you can add to these guys. So basically, this is now the Target Master line. First it was the Combiners with Combiner Wars. Then the second line was Transformers Titans Return, where they everybody was a headmaster. Then Transformers Prime, when everybody had a Prime Master, a la Power Master or a Transformer Matrix. Now this is the Target Master line, and to me it's one evolving line. It's all the same line. It's just reimagining the toys. It's still like the same genre of toys, the same saga. At least that's what I think it to be. And it's all a take on the G1 fan base looking figures, because he looks very G1 inspired. And now I bought the Combiner Wars Megatron, and without further ado, here he is. And I was happy with this. I didn't go out and buy the Titans Returns Megatron, because he was a repaint of Blitzwing. I have Blitzwing right here. And I wanted to bring Blitzwing out for two reasons. Megatron was this figure repainted, and I felt like with this one, I didn't need another Megatron to turn into a tank, even though this one triple changed. But look at the window box packaging. They're getting cheaper over at Hasbro because this looks so foggy, and this one is crystal clear. Foggy, crystal. Anyway, made those couple points. I'm gonna get Megatron open. So if you've never seen my review, I like to unbox on camera. It's my thing. It's like it's part of my channel, actually. I know it's a little weird and it takes up time, and a lot of people have been complaining about it lately, but you can fast forward. So here he is in the packaging. He has instructions below him. They're in black, gray, white, purple. Nothing much to them. I don't use instructions, but I'm showing you what it comes packaged with, just in case you might want to go grab, might not want to grab it. A lot of people still take stuff out of the packaging, and you can know what you're supposed to have in yours. Let's see if I got everything in mind. He comes with a barrel and some type of Cybertronian gun sword. It's kind of badass. He has a little heft to him. He's actually feels like a solid piece. His parts are heavy. So I'm gonna get this guy untied, then I'm gonna keep rolling. There is Megatron. He's a nice solid little block. He looks real 80s, like real squared up, like a metallic Ram Man. Sword out. All right, let me clear out the mess now that the packaging part is over with. So here he is. I mentioned before that he has some pre-applied like dirt or damage. It looks more like dirt, and I don't know where they're getting the dirt splotches from Cybertron. Maybe it's metallic dirt, like a metallic sand splotched on him. He has it on his legs. His legs, I'm noticing these are like a brown color. You get them close and get a lot of light on them. It's not black. I noticed it on Transformers Cog. His weapons and the sword. And Megatron paint. Now he has the painted on logo. When he was in the other line, he had the sticker like this guy. I think I like the sticker. This looks a little kitty to me. I mean, I like them painted on, but they could have put the silver behind it to make it better. This looks a little kitty. And it's not a whole lot going on. Like for 30 bucks, I was on the fence about getting this guy for 30 bucks. And it looks like I was right to be on the fence. The little blue circle dots are off to the side, if you can see it. it's not painted correctly, and they could have put some red over here, or the bottom could have been red and a little bit of yellow. And I mean, they missed some opportunities on this. For 30 bucks, I'm seriously on the fence. I went in there to see if they had a couple of the other guys priced at 19 bucks. I forget which class they are and what class this guy is. But anyway, this is the back of the figure, and you can see the it's brown. Then they have like a lighter brown here. I guess it's meant to be brown and not black, but at first glance it looks black, and maybe I'm just used to it being black. He has a couple wheels here for his tank mode. He has some good molding and detail, and some more simulated damage or dirt or whatever on him, top of his head. And I guess that's it. So take a look at his face, bring him a little bit closer, or I'll zoom in. He has some red eyes in there. You gotta kind of have to look for them too, boy. They look a little metallic-y. I don't know. So let's hit Megatron with some articulation. His head doesn't exactly look up, but this panel, I assume, folds up, a transformation comes up. But he can look left, and it stops. Well, his right. It stops right there. It's not turning any further than that. And same thing the other way. So I guess that's good enough. His arms come out to the side, come down, 360 there. And he doesn't have a bicep. This is one chunk. He has an upper forearm swivel. It's beneath the elbow, or right at the elbow. It comes up this far. It's not double jointed, and that's all you get out of this Megatron. Like, this thing was $29.99, and I'm a little disappointed so far. Coming down to his fist, nothing. It tucks away for the transformation. Oh, my hand! You've cut off my hand. That's it there. Coming down to his waist, and I'm actually shocked that it rotate because of the backpack. 360 despite the backpack, and you can move the treads out of the way. I'm pretty sure that's transformation back there. He has the joints in between the legs that allow him to do the splits. Megatron can get down, bring his leg back this far, a lot of motion down there. He can boot some Autobots. Coming to his knee, he has an upper thigh cut here, and his knee comes down this far. So the bottom half is articulated pretty well. And then his foot, and nothing really. It moves a little bit, but it's just a little play in there. No front to back, and the stabilizer folds up. And man, it's just not a lot for 30 bucks, man. I don't think it's. I'm not happy or satisfied with this thing so far. To get to his accessory, here is his laser cannon, and looks like you can port it into his hand, which no true fan would be happy with. And I see he has some ports on the side of his arm, and we're going to try to go with that. Turn it over. Put it in right here, and there we go. That's a lot. I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. I could use more articulation, but with the cannon this big, screw it. And you can also, I see another port here. You can take it out of there. And if I can get it out of there, you can put it in right here on the upper arm. Alright, get in here. And you can have it like this off to the side. Why would you want to? I don't know. Maybe I guess if you had him talking, negotiating, or barking off orders, you can have it like chilling over there. Also, he comes with like this sword cannon gun thing, and he has the ports on both sides, so I'm sure he can do both arms. This sword cannon thing it looks pretty cool. Let's see how does it open, separate, weaponize? What? I mean, it looks like it does something other than just. Yeah, okay, I got it. It's a little stiff, but you can fold them down, and it becomes like a cannon. That is pretty cool. It's got some silver, some red. It has all his paint colors on it, including the flat grade plastic. Anyway, let's see how it looks with this thing. Put it in his hand, and that's pretty sweet. It's huge too. I mean, he's clearing Autobots out with this thing. Yeah, that is pretty sweet. I wonder what he actually does with it. Does it go fit in vehicle mode? Now let me try to get this thing split again. Rotate the parts. And again, it's stiff. You have to unpeg it, I guess. Unpeg it. Oh, it's hinged together, or it will hinge together. And now he can wield it as a gun. Now this is one cool accessory, I think. Something we've never seen done, or I've never seen done. Transform a line from sword to gun. That is pretty sweet. And because these guys have ports everywhere, you can have them carry it around with him so you don't lose it, or have him carry it around in like player combat, or you can just hang out right there. You could take it off, store it on his back if you wanted to, if you chose to. Same thing with his fusion cannon. I don't even know if it's still a fusion cannon in this line. You can put that on his back, and I'm glad they gave us a more fusion cannon looking cannon other than this thing that was the tank barrel and just kind of actually hung down too far. You could have did without that part, but anyway, looks very fusion cannon-esque. You can hang it out in the back, you can walk around, weaponize, or you can turn them around and have them hidden out of sight, and he still has them. You don't have to worry about losing them. Makes them a little bit back heavy. Yeah, so maybe not a good idea to have them both on his back at the same time like that. And he's over the shoulder, and he actually stands this time a little bit forward. And so that's a thing. I guess that's a thing. So to get this guy transformed, get that out of here. I think this is the main barrel. You know, his hands fold up. And again, this is a raw review, raw transformation, straight out of the box. This is a look at what you're in for if you're getting this figure. Start with the backpack, flip this thing up, I believe, fold this thing back and port it in here. I believe that'll give us the cannon, and unhinge the treads. I believe the legs should collapse. There are the collapsers. Oh wait, you rotate this thing around. This becomes the back of the tank. But wait, maybe turn this back around. And now rotate it. I think I got this one by accident, I think. Yeah, I got that one. Now I got to get this one to do the same thing. Our hinge face is out. I'll collapse this leg. Alright, that's got it. That's got it. His joints are nice and stiff, which makes me think I was going the wrong way. And it actually pegs in right in there. I can get this one to peg in. And fold this foot stabilizer up. And I don't know if these, okay, I think maybe they just sit out, hang out like that, and there's his face just hanging out. Put this in here. See some tabs going on. Collapse this thing down. See the tab? I see the tab. Now I have that tabbed in. And I think this might be it. Take a peek at the box here. And no, that's not it. Taking a peek at the box. That is not correct. This is the front for some reason. These little, I don't know what the heck they are, but they come up and sit right here. Then you take this cannon. I guess it goes. I think maybe I have to unhinge it. It like slots in here. Wait, I gotta turn the barrel around. And it actually plugs in there. Okay. So what did I just do? Okay. Swing this back around. I gotta rotate the arm. Tap this back in. And now that this is mostly it. Alright, so I'm back. I stopped the video to make sure I had everything tabbed in before I start griping about this figure. So I know what I'm talking about, because I know somebody in the comments, you didn't do this, you gotta tab in the one piece. And like I review straight out of the box. It's meant to be me fumbling around. It's meant to be like a first impression. Like if you get it, you like me, you don't use instructions, you just take it out and go at it. This is what my review is. If you don't like it, don't watch it or hit the fast forward. So anyway, this is the tank mode, which is, to me, like garbage. I think it's garbage. I think they should have had this the same color gray as he is, so this front blends in better. But I guess they tried to match it with his legs. I could have just dealt with the front of his legs. This part being the blackish brown and this part being silver. That's my first thing I don't like. Then his feet are just hanging out. And then I got the box. I looked at the box. I don't know, like the toes go up or down, but it seems like it would have made more sense, because there's a slight hinge in here for these things to hinge in and maybe touch and fill in this gap a little bit. And I don't know why, because there's a little bit of play in there, and I didn't see what this did in his robot mode, but it seemed like just close that up and have these two pieces touch. Then the top view, he has the gray for the arms and the red, and then I don't know, they just got caught in the middle of the different colors trying to pull off the G1 robot look and the tank look, and then Megatron's been stuck as a tank forever. Then on the box here, you can see right here, the back of the sword is the gray plastic, but on here it's this brown or black, whatever colors coming across to you, and it just looks better right here than here. And I know products pictures may vary from actual product. I get that. So I don't like that immediately. I don't understand why this is a separate brown down here, maybe to bring out their sculpt, because it has some nice sculpted in details on it. And he actually has lights in the front here, and you turn it over, hey, it's Megatron's face hanging out. I don't know if I was supposed to spin that around. I don't know. I might have missed that part, so don't get on me too bad about that. But this is his tank mode, and 30 bucks, I'm very, very disappointed in this tank mode, especially after having the Combiner Wars tank, which I'm going to grab real quick. I kind of like how they did this barrel thing. That's kind of sweet. It looks like one continuous piece. All right, I had to get my camera at ground level, but yeah, it actually rotates, and then they look like legs just hanging out. It's what it looks like. Look like somebody smashed the figure down. Like I said, if they would touch and fill in that gap, even that might look a little bit better. I don't know, not much, not really. But again, the turret rotates, and if I don't have it right, it's kind of leaning down a little bit. I probably could work with a little bit better after playing with it a few times. And then this thing, wish it came up. I guess you could flatten it. I guess it rolls decent enough. Well, anyway, here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring out the Combiner Wars Megatron, and if you have this one, you don't need this at all. They are side by side. Wow, 30 bucks. This is a no. Well, the things I do want to talk about that I do like is I like that he looks very G1 inspired. They even got like the fake little trigger thing that folds away in the other mode, like that looks like the trigger that you cock back, the hammer that you cock back on the G1 mode. And again, a lot of the stuff they put in here, that for people like me to buy it, maybe get one for me, maybe get one for my kids to get them in there. They try to sucker us old heads in with a nostalgic look. But man, this is so bland. It looks so cheap in here. Like, it just, man, I mean, it's solid, it's heavy, it's put together well. All the joints are excellent on this thing, excellent. So I will give it that. it just looks so plain. They should use the silver instead of this gray, or better gray, or pearlescent gray. It has some shimmer, some fleck to it, if you can see it, but you got to look hard to see it. Man, 30 bucks. This is a no. I kind of wish I hadn't bought it for 30 bucks. And I bought Optimus too, so that's 60 bucks plus tax. We talking 65 bucks. And I'm thinking I'm going to feel the same way about Optimus. So, but this is Megatron's review. So to close this review out, I'm very disappointed. It's well made. It feels solid, but there's gaps in the tank mode, and he just looks cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. It just looks like it's just not. It's not what I want. So my son, especially my little son, he loves them the most. He's gonna luck out. He's gonna get this. I do like the little accessories. I like how the cannon looks more like a cannon than this. I mean, I guess this one still does too, but it's got that extra piece that could have tucked away completely, but it fires. So I think the spring mechanism is the reason why I don't tuck away. So anyway, I'm rambling. This has been George, the 80s Transformer fan, and you're watching the reviews where every toy has a story.
Autobots, transform!